What is up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to Raw Recap. Of course, Raw is still going on, per usual. Raw is still going on. Um, but like what I understand is how they keep going on, but no one like did somebody just win? Hold on, maybe somebody just won. Nope, they're still going and nobody cares. Okay. So they're still going. Nobody cares. Let's see. Uh, let's see. If everybody that's watching, there's one person watching. Thank you for joining us here tonight. I'm gonna see if it can let me chat with y'all. It's probably gonna get loud for a second. I'm gonna mute the video. I promise you I will before it even loads. Okay, there we go. That's muted. So I cannot wait to see Bark. Hello, H3T, Senior H3 Tizzle, H3T. Um, I can't say I'm super impressed with Raw. I can never say I'm super impressed. I never. It's a very, very rare day where I say I am super impressed with Raw. You may notice that it's a little different today. If you can tell any difference or hear any difference, please let me know. Comments, people. But oh, we got 2 people watching. Woo woo. I'm using Google Hangouts. Now they were just like, hey, use Google Hangouts. So I don't know if people are seeing this through Google Hangout. I don't know if they're seeing it through just YouTube or however they may be seeing it. But yeah, let's talk about Raw. Raw. First off, let's talk about how Chris Chrisley was there in the audience, front row. So apparently, I like to think that they heard what I said, and we're just like, you know what? We always cut into this man's time on screen. You know what? Let's give him a free ticket or something. Bring him, the young ones, and throw them in the front so we can have a show of good faith that, hey, we're not trying to just step on nobody's toes on purpose. You know what I'm saying? But if he gets upset, he gets upset. Like one of those things. Let's try to appease the beast and the people. Sever the bond. I stopped watching at 10 p.m. It was too much meh, and poor Chris. It is a lot of meh. Like the show is built off meh right now, and it shouldn't be built off meh. That's the problem. If they had quality content and stuff people want to watch, or people actually actively watching and all that good stuff, people will probably watch all the way through. I watch all the way through, so I know what the heck I'm talking about when I get on here. Pause on this. Let me pause. Let me go see if somebody won yet. Nope, they're still going at 11:05. So I may have to start pushing these broadcasts back to like 11:10, 11:15, because they never get off, never end on time. So, and the fun part about Google Hangouts is that I could add someone to this right now if I wanted to. But I don't think anybody's prepared or in the mood to be added to it. Um, so yeah. Anyway, I'm impressed that they gave Chris Chrisley a honorable mention, I guess you would call it. Um, my favorite line of the night so far has been. I'm sorry, hold on. My favorite line of the night. My favorite line of the night was most definitely New Day when Xavier was just like, Kofi, pick a card, pick a card. And Kofi picked a card, and Xavier was like, what did you get? And he looked at it and said, I got his number. And it had a picture of Chris. It had a picture of him on the card. Who thinks about that before we go out? They're like, you know what? Before we leave, let's make a deck of cards so we can do this. So apparently, hold on. I think Triple H is coming out. Hold on. So Triple H coming out acting all big and bad, and he's just sitting there like, yo, I'm taking off my tie and stuff. So let's see what we about to do. So of course the League of Nations attacked him. Hey, there's Link Plug. What's up, Link Plug? You know what? You know what? Screw it. I'm tired of going back and forth of watching. If somebody's still watching, let us know in the comments, in the chat, what's happening. What's going to happen? Because it's ridiculous to me that we have to sit here and keep looking and hoping and wishing and praying, trying to figure out what's going on. If I'm trying to do a live stream for you guys and run it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, you know, so it's whatever. Next thing, I think the WWE has done a good job at turning Brie to a face. Because you know, first her and her sister, they were all on that heel stuff, and now, um, she's by herself. Husband's gone, sister's gone, future possible brother-in-law gone. She's out there by herself from everybody that would be her support circle there. They're all gone. So they Dean Ambrose just attacked Triple H. And Triple H just pedigreed him. Anyway, thank you, H. But they did real good, you know, because she was. So Dean Ambrose just got his championship match. Triple H just gave it to him because Triple H, once you attack him, he loses all clarity and focus and stuff like that. So he can't focus to make a good decision. So Chris Chrisley starting late per usual. Anyway, not like I watch it. I don't even know I care that much. But yeah, they did a good job because it became the world against Brie. I think they should have gave Brie the title at the last pay-per-view anyway, because that would have been the only sensible thing to do to allow her to actually, build up anything for what's happening in her world and everything that could have been the whole, hey, we got Daniel Bryan and everything else like that. So since he's gone, let's give her a title. Excuse me. Let's do that. So yeah, I'm impressed. Even though I'm not a fan of though. like the whole thing, the guttural Blair Witch scream that they do in the ring sometimes. I'm not fond of it. Shane, you know what? We'll get to that in a second. Stephanie McMahon, the woman's a great actress. I'm surprised, unless I've missed, I'm surprised she hadn't done any movies. This whole, oh my gosh, she's messing with my legacy. Blah, blah, blah. Like, you're not rich enough, okay? Shut up. The legacy is you and your husband are in charge of the freaking company right now for the most part. Y'all make sure operations and stuff runs how it should. And I don't know what else to tell them. Like, I understand the angle, like she's cradling that wart like it was a baby and all that good stuff, but what, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna explain what I think is gonna happen with this storyline. Big Show, another thing I want to point out, Big Show and gosh, what is that man's name? That shows how memorable he really is. Big Show and Kevin Owens. Can't believe I forgot the Intercontinental Champion's name. KO. He was just like, I won by count out, so I'm the best. And when he won by count out, everybody else was just like, yo, not everybody else. Big Show was just like, well, I'll go. Like, I'll freaking take you on and win the same way. So you're just like, okay, that's all kosher. But why? Maybe I missed it. I think I did miss it. Maybe it was SmackDown thing. I don't watch SmackDown all the time because I really don't have time to. But maybe that's what set off the whole thing. And you're just like, okay, let them fight. Let them do whatever. That's part of the territory. That's all what they do. But then you have Big Show's just like, I'm going to win the same way you won by count out. Okay, I guess. Feel free to ask questions throughout the live stream. But I'm just like, why? What purpose does it serve? If Big Show's a giant, let that man stomp him out. Go do work on this man. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. But he won by count out. He won by count out. He did it. He won by count out. Congratulations. Anyway, then you have Ryback, who, if you're not paying attention, they're trying to turn into the new Goldberg / Batista. The man was wearing a one-piece unitard to fight. Now he's in knee sleeves, or elbow sleeves, trunks. He's bald, built like if I Goldberg, Ryback, like, come on, they're turning that man into Goldberg because everybody's like, we need Goldberg back. How can we have Goldberg? Well, Goldberg he's older. He's an older gentleman right now. We can't have Goldberg back in the capacity we would like him in. So what do you expect? What do you want to do? And I'm just like, I looked at him when he was coming out and I said, wait a minute. Where did I know it sounds weird. Where did his clothes go? Where did his clothes and everything go? Like, he was dressed and now he's just got these it's just briefs on, and then you're just like, okay, so what are they gonna do with it? What are they gonna do with it? And you're just sitting there like, okay, whatever, it's whatevs. And then he comes out by himself looking like Goldberg. Like, I'm waiting for the smoke and the fog to come out so he can breathe it in and just like, do the whole thing. He already hypes up and needs some meat hooks and meatheads, stuff like that. So why not? It's the next logical step for most of them. So what's up with the orange hair and pink hair chick? Is that a rivalry thing? They were rivals. They started out with this whole rivalry, and after a while, we got Senior Allen. Uno momento, Senior Allen. I don't know how to get everybody up on here on the screen, so I'm gonna see if I can hold everybody. Hold your horses. Well, hello, Mr. Allen.
What's Gucci, bro?
What's up?
I'm just trying to figure out, like, do I need to like mute my computer? Is it like double echo, or like how does that work?
I don't hear it because I'm not listening to the video, so I don't think you have to. I don't hear it. If you don't hear it, there shouldn't be an issue. I don't hear it.
All right. All right, bro, so let's get into this dang on Raw, bro. Man, this was the stupidest Raw I've ever seen in my life. Like, like, I ain't even, like, I don't even watch Raw at this point anymore, but, like, we just watched the Fastlane joint, so I was like, I owe it to myself. And I was like, let me give it a chance. Dude, I've never been so bored in my life. And it's like, it was one of those things where it was like, I knew your live stream was going to start, so I wanted to make sure I watched Raw, but I was so uninterested in everything that was going on, bro. I was just like, I don't even care anymore. And what is this foolishness? What is this foolishness with Y2AJ? That's not even a sliver of, like, it didn't even get a chuckle out of me. It didn't even get a chuckle out of me. I actually muted a New Day promo because we had to sit through that crap and just listen to freaking AJ Styles kiss himself. AJ Styles and freaking Y2J kiss each other on the behinds for 20 minutes. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I don't. Y2AJ, and I don't know what the purpose of this whole thing that they're trying to do is. So I look at it as a thing of maybe they're just chilling and trying to make sense of something for AJ Styles to do, since there is nothing really for AJ Styles to do. I mean, he comes in and he beats some people up, and then what's next? You join Heath Slater. Who's
some people? Chris Jericho 5 times is not some people. I feel like the fish you got in the tank back there would be included in there if it was some people. But no, it's just Chris Jericho. And someone beating Chris Jericho isn't really a surprise nowadays.
No, it's not.
He beats himself up on that joke of a podcast he has.
Well, I
ain't got time for it.
I don't know what's up with Mr. Jericho. As far as I'm concerned, Mr. Jericho and everybody else that's included in that little menagerie of wonder and hope are wasting time. Because they're like, we spent all this money on the contract with AJ Styles, and then now it's just like you come in, you beat somebody. What's next? He's not gonna get a title.
They've got their own. Something that would be interesting. because, and I don't mean to cut you off because, you know, it's your show and everything, but Chris Jericho is there as a stepping stone, kind of like Randy Orton, like to put over new talent. Why not have the Wyatt family beat him up? Why not have Dolph Ziggler beat him up? Someone who needs a push. You could do so many other things with, you know what would be great? Mm-hmm. Now, I had the TV on mute, and you might have addressed it. I was texting. I apologize. But is Ryback heel now?
They didn't address it.
If Ryback were to turn full heel and go against AJ Styles, you have something for the both of them to do. So it's okay that Ryback would lose matches and AJ Styles would have something interesting and fascinating to do. But instead you see him in tag team matches with Kane. And who else was in that match?
Kane.
Like the Big Show or something?
Kane, Big Show, and Ryback, because it was supposed to be the big guys, even though they have a 7-foot gargantuan back there with messed up knees that can't do it.
The Great Khali's back there dancing. The Great Khali is back there dancing. Yeah. They don't care. It's like watching a Knick game. They don't care. So why should we?
I don't know. I don't know. I do not know, sir. I wish I knew. I wish I had the answers to all of that. But the thing is, Vince loves big guys. Pause.
Pause of a lifetime.
I said it. No, but he when you
can't
you know what I find doing
this? You can't even defend it. You can't even defend the foolishness.
You know what I find doing this live stream, we're trying to talk about, is that I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about because there's nothing to talk about.
There isn't. There's nothing to say.
There's more going on right here to talk about. Like, this is Pearl.
That's right.
Let's see. And we got Pearl, Onyx, and Ruby back in there. There's more to talk about what's going on behind me.
In honor of Pokemon, let's talk about the fish.
Huh?
I'm trying to hear the backstory on the names of your fish.
Oh, the backstory on the names of the fish. Okay. Well, the backstory. Poor Raw.
Dude, screw Raw. What is there to talk about? Chris Chrisley,
I got one more thing. There's one
was the most interesting thing you talked about.
There's one more important thing I have to talk about, and then I'll tell you the backstory of the fish. My favorite part of the night was Undertaker coming out and saying
2 words and then going to the back.
That's because that's all he needs to say. He gets paid to fight.
That's because that's all creative had for him to do. They said, okay, he's gonna come out, then say 2 words and go in the back. Ah! Even Sting got to say more than that.
And this is hold on.
Hear me out on Sting pointed a bat.
Hear me out on this one. This is why creative has nothing for him, right? They were going to do a match against a strong guy against Strowman, and the fans were like, I wish you would. Everybody was like, I wish you would. They decided to read the dirt sheets that day, and nobody was happy. So they're like, you know what, screw it. We're going to change it up. They decided to change it up, and they're like, what can we do? And they're sitting there at family dinner, and Vince is like, Shane, well, how about you come on back on next Monday, and we'll figure something out for you to do. That's exactly what happened. They did a Hail Mary, and Shane was the idiot that turned around and said, what? And caught it because he thought his name was Mary when they called it out. Caught it and just took off running down the field. And his dad was like, by the way, you're going to have to do the Undertaker match. And he's like, but why? And it's like, because that's the only spot we got for you. If you try to make this extra money, that's the only spot we got for you. And I'm going to tell you exactly how the match is going to end. Since he was like, oh my gosh, his 3 words, your son, the blood of your son is on your hands because you know what I'm going to do when I get in there. We know what Undertaker's going to do when he get in there. It's not like this is a high-profile match against Brock Lesnar or something like that. We know it's gonna happen. It's a buffer match. It's something to waste time. He's gonna get in there, and then Vince is gonna come run down. Take my son out of there. Oh, I'm so sorry. And it's gonna be a count out. Taker's gonna win via count out or something stupid like that. And then they're gonna have a family reunion, and Taker might choke slam both of them.
But what if he doesn't win?
What if he doesn't win?
What if Taker doesn't win?
Ooh, Taker doesn't win.
Oh no! I'm not asking El Phoenix. I'm asking you. What if Taker doesn't win?
If Taker, after WrestleMania 30, we all knew it was going to happen one day. I just don't think I think we expected more speculation that it would happen when it was going to happen. This time it was kept so quiet because Vince keeps everything quiet about what happens with the Undertaker outside of him, Taker, and like a small select group of people, that when it happened, I was just like, this year? Oh, okay, wow, because they had to build up Brock to be this beast that they can't even use anymore. Poor Brock, by the way. Like,
call me Wolf Blitzer because I just got to jump in here again. Mr. Cruz, you're avoiding the question. What happens if Taker loses?
What happens if Taker loses is that I won't. What happens if Taker loses is that I'm going to build a wall.
Oh.
And this wall, we're going to get WWE to pay for it. I'm going to build a wall, and WWE's going to pay for it. I'm going to build a wall, and WWE's going to pay for it. That's how we're going to handle that.
Okay.
We're going to build a wall.
I'm going to make sure that there's no tomatoes or carrots anywhere near the construction site.
Right. Well, thank you for that.
Walking by the wall, just either a rabbit was here or Taker lost again.
If Taker loses, I'll be fine. If Taker loses, I'll be fine personally. Phoenix, JB, whatever y'all call me, we'll be fine. Repping the Los Bueno, we'll be fine.
Okay.
I will be okay because I mean, it's once you let someone lose that has a high profile thing in the WWE, it just goes downhill from there. Either they retire after that loss or they just let them keep losing. I doubt they'll do it again, but WWE Creative are the same people that put Ryback in a 3 giant match and didn't put Khali in it. They're the same people that wrote that just gave Dean Ambrose a title match against Triple H.
When?
That was tonight.
No, but when's the match?
No, nobody knows.
So he just has a match whenever.
Triple H came out after the match with the League of Nations, and they were jumping in on him, stuff like that. And he attacked Triple H. Triple H pedigreed him and was like, "You want your match? You got it."
And that's it?
That's it.
I'll tell you what I think is happening. The same reason why we never promote things more than a month ahead, when there's too much time, you start to come up with filler. And what we're looking at is filler. Like, it's technically not even – it's a leap year, but it's technically not even March yet. So the WWE has to come up with crap to hold us for 2 months. And that's what they're just making crap up. That's why if we drop a mixtape or something, we drop the single at the first of the month and the tape at the end of the month. Because if you say in March, oh, I'm dropping that fire, I'm dropping that blah, 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 blah in March, and it doesn't come out until July, you start to make things up. And then sock puppets get made, and one of them loses an eye, and you forget what you even promoted. Take it from me, I know. That's what we're watching. Filler. Naruto grade filler.
How did Saki lose that eye?
Listen, last year was rough. We jumped the gun a little too early. But that's neither here nor there.
Oh, gosh. I can't explain the WWE anymore.
I can.
There's There's nothing left to explain. The only thing I can explain is which parts are real and which parts are fake. And it does take a rocket scientist to know.
Nah.
And I may have, well, there's only two people watching. I think it's you and Link Plug if he still is.
It might be you and I because we both have it open to check the comments. So it's probably just us talking to each other.
We're just like, yes, people are caring.
Isn't that just beautiful? It's okay though. The fish are watching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the fish, the beta eats out of my hand.
I'm happy that he has his own place now because I was getting kind of concerned.
No, he was going to have his own place. He just has. No, we're not talking about that on live stream.
I mean, I just feel like it's messed up when you did his partner then. But if you ain't trying to go there,
there's Ruby right there.
Hi, Ruby.
She's new. Some people don't know you can make a sorority tank with female beta fish because they're not as aggressive as men.
Let's come back.
So there's 3 of them.
It's a lovely fish tank, sir.
Thank you. But WWE, there's nothing else to explain. Like, all you can do for a recap is say what happened and what you think is going to happen. And I don't think much is going to happen.
I don't even know what the feuds are. They didn't even do a good job explaining that. Who's having a rivalry with anyone?
Right now, you have Bree and everybody. Then you have what's her name? See,
I don't know her name. Pink hair chick and orange hair chick.
Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte are kind of like in this triple threat thing. So they're going to end up having like a triple threat match for the title. I know.
Do you want to say it or should I say it?
What?
I just think it's a little bit of a coincidence that while the Black Lives Matters thing is going on, there's a character named Becky Lynch. I said it! Come get me! I'll be paying attention. I read. I got the CNN app. I'm educated. Trump 2016! Trump 2016!
And you know the worst part is I had someone thinking I was going to vote for Trump.
Oh no, who?
There's some guy, I was just like, oh yeah, we can vote tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go make sure I go, da da da. And I was like, just hope we can count on your vote tomorrow. He's like, really? I was like, Senor Trump. Oh. Mr. Trump, make sure we gotta make America great again. And I started making up this BS about if we let a bunch of people in and they're not working into our country, they're not working, that looks bad on our unemployment rate. And it's like, what if they do start working? Then that looks good for our unemployment rate. And blah, 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 and just make a bunch of stuff. And I was like, I'm not voting for that, man.
Make America great for who, though? You feel me?
We've welcome to the news hour. I applaud Hillary because she was just like, we don't need to make America great again. America's already great. We need to make America whole again. And I was just like, she's ready. Like, we both know everybody that's running except for Marco Rubio, this is their last chance. Bernie, he can't run again because age will have caught up with him by then. Hillary, she can't because age will have caught up with her by then. Trump, because one of his employees going to push him down the stairs or something. We don't know. or he went bankrupt for getting sued. There's just a bunch of stuff. And if anybody, they go back and watch these later. So at this point, let me recap Raw for you real quick. Nothing happened of importance. Undertaker came back. That's the most important thing you need to know.
Said
and he said,
left.
Who?
Said 2 words left.
2 sentences.
I count them as long words because he dragged out about 6 times. I thought he was gonna go Hezekiah Walker on us when he said, "Do you know him?" I said, "Hey!" I had my tambourine ready and everything, but unfortunately, he just ended with I said, "Oh." I was ready. I had the prayer shawl.
Yeah, what?
I had my prayer shawl. I had knocked myself out and covered myself. I was like this. I was ready for Taker to preach. I was prepared.
And he could. I bet he could do it too.
Oh, definitely.
He get up there like TDJ from. Well, there was a woman in the Bible, and she could get no. But a great force from above said, "Child, you're not standing out there alone."
That says Taker.
Yes. But that's all for Raw recap that I have. We need to just do a hangout and get a bunch of people on here one day. And this is my first time doing the Google Hangout thing instead of just go live on what's name, because they were like, go live for Google Hangout, and I was like, I guess because that's what you told me to do. That's what I get for listening to YouTube.
So, a Phoenix Squad.
Phoenix Squad.
Hashtag ElPhoenixes. Hashtag Fish Lives Matter.
Just call them the flock.
The flock. Oh my! Waka Flocka would not be happy with you, sir.
Is he happy with himself right now?
I feel like he is. I feel like he's very happy with where he is.
The fact that someone showed up out of nowhere with his same gimmick, used the same auto-tune and the same rhythm, the same beats for the song, and sang.
Who? Fetty sounds nothing like Waka Flocka. What? What? I was gonna say they sound nothing alike. You and Hillary Clinton better get that.
No, I'm talking about all his music sounding alike.
Oh.
Fetty, okay. Hey, which one is it today?
I don't get Fetty. I feel like he's like an acquired taste. Like if you get that, then he probably goes harder than a little bit. But if you don't get it, it's trash. And I feel like we just don't get it.
I don't want to get it, I don't think.
Yeah. My babe.
Like, I think I should get a record deal for that. Like, that was a perfect imitation.
I feel like your video is going to get taken down because your impression was so good, it's going to get caught in copyright.
I'm waiting for something like that to happen to someone, if it already hasn't, that they sound so good.
Yep.
That you're like, this is copyright. You played the actual song. I sang a cappella.
But you know what you could do? You could just take the copyright out of the song.
To everybody that doesn't know, please don't hate me for this. If you watch,
don't do it, bro. Don't do it, bro.
But there's this thing called a copyright on a song. And what that means is that legal, it's like, this is a stretch, but it's like a copyright is like having a child. When you create something, when you create something, it's yours. You own it. When you have a child and they look at the birth certificate, you are the legal guardians. No one else can take that from you. So if someone tried to take a picture of your baby for modeling, anything that happens with your child, they need your approval. It's just like a song. A song is somebody's work. It's somebody's baby, their project. So everything that happens needs their approval, and it's copyrighted. That's what a copyright is. It protects the child. It protects the thing. Guardianship and copyright. They protect the child. They protect the music. When someone uses it, it's called a copyright infringement if it's not appropriate. In order to not infringe on the copyright, you have to get their approval in order not to get sued for being around someone's child or using them for modeling and stuff like that. You have to get guardian approval. If you don't, there's legal actions behind it. You can't just take away you just can't take a copyright out of something. That's like saying, I'm just going to take your guardianship away from your child. Like, it's mine. Like, you're sitting there, you know what, you become Bernie Sanders at that point. A doctor comes up to you with his pile of money. He's like, I made this. And you take it and you're like, you made this. No, that's not how it works.
Oh my goodness. How did the metaphor go from babies to Bernie Sanders giving out money he doesn't have?
It doesn't work that way.
Unbelievable shots have been fired in the name of education. In the name of education.
Oh goodness. Are you on the actual Google Hangouts app, or is it just you're looking at YouTube?
I like switching between both because I'm conceited. I like to look at myself.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's 3 people watching.
Who's the third?
Identify yourself.
I sure hope it's one of your fish with a little underwater laptop.
Oh!
What is it?
Read the comments.
Oh, snap.
It got real. We should put her on here too.
That would be complete and utter chaos.
We should just end the Raw Recap and just start a live hangout for 20 minutes. You have who?
I have to pee. I'm just throwing it out there. You threw a 20-minute live stream out there. I'm just letting you know where I'm at health-wise.
She's on board.
Oh no.
So maybe you should just
join upon the Magic School Bus. Alyssa, join us.
Let me see if we can add her in.
I'll just hold my bladder.
What do you want to? We're gonna end this one because this isn't Raw Recap anymore.
I mean, your subscribers need to see this on Raw Recap.
They need to see this all by itself.
My bladder.
So we can end it and then everybody join in later.
Okay.
Okay, everybody. There will be a we're gonna do a Google Hangout for fun after this. Give everybody a second to use the facilities.
Thank you.
So we shall see everybody momentarily. Peace.